Hey crew, map number 4. I call it Aw Ship. Let's get into it. So I did a lot for this map. There's quite a few elements that I think are going to be really fun. And there are some risky moves you can take that with great risk comes great reward. So first thing I want to say is if you touch the water outside of the main part of the map, so in the main part of the map you'll see some water, you can actually tread through that and you're fine. But off of the main rectangle of the map, off the ships, off of the submarines, if you touch that water,
Husky
you're dead.
raid.
I need to move the camera. Camera can't move. That's funny. Let's see what happens. So I need to edit that camera, but that's fine. Anyway, let's talk about this map. So it's crazy. So our flag spawn on both ships are right here.
Flag
Okay.
right here.
Now, if you get too close to the fire, you'll die, right? Because it's a big hot air balloon. Don't fucking touch it, all right? But anyway, so flag's here. We all start on the beach, but we have different spawns that'll happen here, here, right
Flag
here,
unmarked.
right there, up on this platform, and then on the flag platform, there's 2. So this is where we'll cap the flag. So I got to get their flag over here. Now, we've got a big submarine out there. It's really not worth your time to go over there, but you certainly can. Look at that. It's a big freaking submarine. We got one over there as well. We have the Flying Dutchman on either side. And then there's a mound. Now, this is the water I'm talking about. You touch that water, you're dead. But imagine. Here, let's kind of zip through. Imagine you're here, you're coming through. This water's safe, right? This water's safe. Up here, if you want to gain a little bit of speed, guess what? Power player. So I can run up here quick, you know, hammering, whatever I'm doing. I try to grab the flag. Okay, so let's say I'm going to risk my life. I'm going to come out over here. I'm going to jump. I'm going to try to grapple. Okay, that's totally fine. You can. You can jump. You can grapple the ship. Cool. You can't go on the mast for long, but you could come up here, but you're out of bounds. Okay? And you're trying to make your way. You're trying to make your way through the ship. You can grapple up here. Oh, hello. Why didn't that cap? Apparently I have things to work on. Why didn't that cap? Gonna have to fix that. But anyway, if you lose the flag,
Enemy
it's
flag
gone.
returned.
If you die and it touches the water, that flag's gone. But I got to figure out why that's not working. I'll have that fixed. So now, it's not officially done, this map. But, you know, I have 3 ramps going up the ships. You can fight on these ships to try to get the flag. Apparently, I got to fix this because I don't like getting rammed into that. But, you know, again, you can kind of see how it is I'm approaching this map. I don't want to touch that water. I'll die. So I wanted it to be fun, a different style of a map. You know, anywhere over here is safe. So, you know, you can just come flying through if you want, but you're going to be open. And this is safe here too, right? Again, I made it so that the main area is safe if you touch the water. You touch it back there, you're dead though. But you can come grappling up. You can try to come grab this flag. And again, if you try to make a run for it and you miss or you die, and that flag's gone,
Enemy flag returned.
it's gone. High risk is high reward. So again, most often, you're going to come... Hello. You're going to come up here. You're going to grab it, and you're probably going to just fucking chuck it. Use this ramp, and then come down center, which is totally fine, right? I have this map set up so you can still get there very quickly if you go down center. You have to come up this ramp, grapple up and over, and once I figure out why this isn't working, you can cap it. So again, I call this map Ships. Again, getting out there, I'm sure you can. I think I moved the submarine so far you can't actually get out there. But let's find out. No, there's no freaking way. Absolutely not, right? Absolutely not.
Enemy flag
So again,
returned.
the underneath the Flying Dutchman, so these ships, these are more submarines, right? So let's see if I can see it without dying. Look at that. It's the same submarine. So, you know, if you wanted to camp out here, you can. You won't die. You know, you can touch the water a little bit. But, you know, we've got a sub that's coming in because why? my thought on this map was everyone wants this power weapon. So they're willing to fight for it. So they brought in their airships, and it's a war. Again, I'll put a few more pillars up. I'm thinking I'll figure out what's going on with that flag cap. But this is ships. Because you know what? I think this is going to be so much fun. So again, if you guys want this map, once I have it figured out and suss it all out, it will be public. You guys can search my maps with capital R number 1 VAL, so rival in the search. Any of my maps that are public, you guys can play with them. This is definitely going to go into the rotation. It's a big map, but it's a small map, right? And I have it so that, again, if you're over here, you're still such easy targets. I'm not going to put any barriers up. I think if you go this way, even though it's a lot faster and maybe safer, I think you should be pretty exposed. But in the middle, again, I'll figure out some better ways to give us some more barriers, kind of like these rocks and stuff. I might put a few more around. Just as we're fighting each other off, we have that opportunity. So again, hopefully you like this. If you haven't subscribed to the channel so that you can see the maps that I'm making, you know, subscribe to the channel if you want to see some game clips, if you want to see me break down some things. That's what we do on this channel. So until I see you guys out there, have a great day.